Hello, this is Julianne reporting on behalf of Jack Windsor. I'm here with Attorney Gerald Phillips. Attorney Phillips, can you tell us what we're doing here today in Lake County, Ohio?
Yeah, we're in Painesville, Ohio, the county seat for the Lake County Common Police Court, and we just filed today on behalf of 9 Ohio dance studios a complaint in connection with the closures of their businesses, in connection with the COVID-19, in essence trying to get justice and fairness and get them reopened without restrictions and to help them in connection with the devastation that they incurred as a result of what is alleged to be unlawful, illegal, and unconstitutional actions by Amy Acton and Governor DeWine.
Can you tell us what is unique about this lawsuit?
Well, this lawsuit is unique and different than some of the other ones. The one that was filed in Erie County by Kings Island and Cedar Fair, and different than the one that was filed, two of the ones that were filed in this court by the bars and restaurants and by the gyms and gymnasium, and there's one in Coshocton County. This one has the same allegations of illegality in the other ones. We've expanded, but what's very unique about this is a class action lawsuit, and we're going to ask for class certification for all Ohio dance studios in the entire state of Ohio, all 88 counties, to get justice, fairness for the illegal, unlawful, and unconstitutional actions taken by Amy Acton and Governor DeWine. The other unique aspect in this lawsuit is we're seeking just compensation under Article 1, Section 19 of the Ohio Constitution and the Fifth Amendment of the United States Constitution to get just compensation for those Ohio dance studios. Their businesses were closed down completely and they were devastated and destroyed, and we're seeking compensation for that period of time in which they were closed. We're also seeking compensation as an unconstitutional taking for the period that now they're open but with restrictions and limitations. They can't operate their business according to normalcy. And during this period, until we get the orders issued by Amy Acton and Governor DeWine declared unconstitutional, revoked, and there's no restrictions and no limitations, we're seeking compensation for that period of time when they're allowed to open until they're allowed to open without restrictions. During this period of time when they have restrictions, a lot of them, they have to cut their capacity to half, and they're making less money, and some of them, they won't even open because they can't make a profit. And that's a taking. And this is about giving money to the businesses that have been destroyed. You know, opening them up isn't going to help them. How are they going to recover from the past damages, and how are they going to recover under the restrictions? So this is a compensation issue. It's about dollars. It's about putting hands in the small businesses in Ohio that make this state of Ohio, and actually in other places in the country, worthwhile. It's the small businesses that add to the GNP of this country. So it's going to help the small businesses, the minority businesses, the mom and pop businesses, your neighbors who have small businesses.
Thank you. I see you referenced the governor and former director of public health, Amy Acton, in your lawsuit. Can you explain on that?
Yes, in the lawsuit, we indicated that, you know, we're attacking the orders issued by Amy Acton and also by Governor DeWine. And we believe their actions and conduct was misconduct in office, gross neglect, dereliction of duties, and we believe that these actions on their part, destroying the small businesses, destroying the schools, not letting parents visit their children, not letting spouses visiting their spouses, not letting family members visiting grandparents in nursing homes, in quarantine homes, violating the freedoms that they have done. It's just unconscionable. It's just incomprehensible that this was allowed to occur. And the statistics show that in the lawsuit, we did an analysis based on the number of confirmed deaths, and this deaths includes probable deaths. So I gave them the benefit of the doubt, took the higher number. There's only like 600 people who are not high risk in nursing homes or in jails that have died from COVID-19. If you put that in the denominator, and you put in the numerator the number of people in Ohio, you come out with a staggering number of 0.57. Okay? No, 0.0057. So we're talking, 57,000 fatality rate. I just heard probate court judge Timothy Grindell testimony before the panel concerning a bill, and he hit the nail on the head. There's this perpetuation of fear created by them, and what they did is destroyed the American economy. And under the Constitution, Governor DeWine had constitutional duties. He could have called a special session of the state legislature to get them to address the problem. He kept them in the dark. He was supposed to, in another constitution, inform them of the state of affairs. He didn't do it as far as the COVID-19. Another section of the Constitution, and it's in the lawsuit, says he's supposed to make sure that the laws are faithfully executed. I believe he failed miserably on all 3 counts. And his appointee, Amy Acton, should be removed from office. Now I understand she resigned, but she's got another position. She still should be removed. I mean, what they did as far as hiding data, as Judge Grindell indicated in his testimony, it's just unconscionable. And I think the people need to consider whether or not they should be held accountable, and whether or not they should be removed, and whether or not they should be impeached. And we intend to circulate a petition for both, and send it to the state Senate, and send it to the state House of Representatives, and see what they want to do.
Thank you. Can you give us an update on the election complaint that you filed several weeks ago in Lorain County, Ohio?
Yes, the Lorain County Board of Elections had a meeting where they made a decision to intervene. I just received a motion that by them to intervene. They'll eventually probably intervene in the case. My opponent who won was served. She has 10 days to file an answer, and I have 5 days to file a reply. We're looking at a possible trial date of July 1st is being circulated, because we have to set a hearing and a trial date within 30 days of it being filed on June 8th, which is the date it was filed. So this type of case is what they call an election case that's going to move on an expedited basis, which means it's not going to take years, it's not going to take months. This thing will be heard, submitted, and decided upon probably most likely by the first part of August, and depending on the outcome, most likely it's going to be appealed to the Ohio Supreme Court, where they have to hear it, and then that'll take another 30-45 days. But one of the central portions in that election contest has to do with the mail-in ballot, the absentee mail-in ballot, which was the exclusive method used in the primary this year. And the lawsuit directly attacks all the flaws, all the misgivings, all the errors, the confusion, and really challenging that whole process, saying that that was an unconstitutional method in which to hold an election. And the remedy I'm seeking is to invalidate the election. And it's not just for my benefit, it's for the benefit of November 3rd, so the court can address these issues, and so they can make it better, and the state legislature can pass laws to make sure that never happens again, that we have chaos, confusion, especially when Governor DeWine and Amy Acton at 10/26 on March 16th, okay, postponed the elections and closed the polls. Talk about basis for impeachment and basis for removal. That's that's just as unconscionable as what is alleged in this lawsuit. I mean, this lawsuit, all the exhibits, all her orders. Okay, we got Judge Lucci's decision from Lake County, who basically ruled that it was unconstitutional. We got the decision from the Erie Common Police Court, which also said it was unconstitutional. And I expect to get the same ruling. And I expect to free for all the dance studios in Ohio, that they can open up their businesses and teach their students the art of dancing and enjoyment, and for the Ohioans to go back to normalcy and deal with this COVID-19. In the lawsuit, I compared what Amy Acton and Governor DeWine did to taking a sledgehammer and attacking a problem with a sledgehammer. overburdening, overbroad, destroying the economy, when they needed to take a scalpel and a knife and delicately deal with the virus, as Judge Brindell indicated. Okay, we needed to test in the jails and the nursing homes. Okay, that's where we needed to test. When you figure out that almost all the deaths are related to high-risk people. I mean, his bill about full disclosure and informing the public. I mean, Amy Acton and Governor DeWine, in my opinion, defrauded and misrepresented the true facts and created a big epidemic of a fear. I believe they created a pandemic of a pandemic which didn't exist. And I think they need to be accountable for it. And we'll see what the American people, how they react to the petition for removal and impeachment that's going to be online and going to be spread. And we'll see what they say.
Okay, thank you. On behalf of Jack Windsor and all of his fans, I appreciate you for giving us the opportunity to meet with you.
Thank you, Julie.
Thank you. Bye.